They may nevertheless have certain flaws in that the stakeholders' interests could conflict, making it difficult for the board of directors to strike a balance while making decisions. Additionally, some parties may reject the modifications that the board of directors has proposed, which could cause disputes between them and make it difficult for the board of directors to carry out new projects. Finally, in the event of a major crisis, the board of directors may impede or slow down decision-making procedures. This may make it difficult for the business to react swiftly and efficiently to the issues that arise. To ensure that decisions are taken promptly and efficiently at the operational level, the board of directors may assign decision-making responsibility for the recommendations to lower levels of the organization that are suitable for this assignment. Aside from that, they must set up a process for resolving disputes between the parties involved, such as mediation, in order to handle conflicting interests and promote consensus. They can also discuss with the interested parties why change is necessary and how it will benefit the business. Additionally, they must make it apparent to everyone how the suggested change will impact the risk assessment. Monitoring Thamissari's strength is that it employs experts who can quickly recognize and control potential hazards by keeping eye on things and reviewing potential weaknesses. The organization constantly assesses the efficacy and controls in order to be proactive in recognizing and mitigating any hazards. Secondly, they constantly providing reviews and updates. It enables them to learn from prior experience and adjust to changing situations. The company does, however, have a flaw in that it takes a lot of time, effort, substantial resources to conduct ongoing monitoring and to make evaluation and modifications. This will be more difficult because Maritime Thamissari has intricate operations and is a sizable firm. Subsequently, constant observation might also concentrate on the more significant issues while possibly ignoring the minor adjustments that add up to be major risks and issues for the business. Finally, they may run into a scenario where adjustments are met with resistance. Resistance to updating risk assessment strategies and controls based on monitoring and evaluation may come from stakeholders or employees who may be in a situation where they think it would be the best to do nothing. Alright, in order to deploy risk management software or tools that can automatically collect and analyze data, they must employ advanced technology for their recommendation. In the end, this will allow the accountable staff to save energy and time while also enabling more rapid and effective implementation. Next, the business should raise employee awareness and offer training so that the staff members understands the value of keeping an eye on even the smallest changes. This training can also be provided on how to recognize and promptly submit a report. For the control activities, Maritime Thamissari's strength, according to the information that we were given, is that all of its records and documentation are updated and examined on a regular basis to reflect any changes in requirements or procedures. By doing this, they are able to guarantee that the records and documents are accurate and occasionally valuable. Next, access control is also owned by this corporation. In order to maintain confidently and stop unauthorized changes, access to the records and documents is limited to authorized persons only. Last but not least, this organization has implemented a routine auditing and monitoring program that is carried out annually to guarantee that records and documents are utilized suitably and efficiently to support control operations. Is the possibility of errors. When an employee updates the records incorrectly, it may result in errors that negatively impact operations and decision making. Next, access control may give rise to insider threats in which authorized staff members may willfully or accidentally abuse their access privilege, resulting in security lapse. They may misuse their authority to obtain crucial information about the business and provide it to the incorrect person. Finally, the company's infrequent monitoring and auditing may result in oversight that may have been made to spot problems and enhance control operations. Persistent problems might go unaddressed if audit findings and suggestions are not allowed truth on. So, regarding the suggestion, the business ought to implement a double-check process for important updates, in which a second party will confirm the accuracy of the update prior to its finalization. This can lessen any issues or mistakes that might arise throughout the process. Next, the organization must give staff members the resources and assistance they require to carry out their responsibilities without feeling compelled to misuse their access privileges. Finally, the business may occasionally conduct a random update. An unexpected update can serve as a deterrent to possible wrongdoing and guarantee that controls are up to par in between planned updates. In order to regularly track important metrics and indicators, indicators, the organization can also install automated monitoring technologies. This would enable more frequent monitoring and lessen the need for manual updates.
Concern is information and communication strength. According to the information we were given, is the company will have the monthly meeting or assembly. They can communicate effectively if they do this. Real-time communication is made possible by meetings, which enable fast input and clarification on important problems. After that, they can effortlessly work together with external parties or amongst internal members to organize various programs or activities. Meeting give team members the chance to collaborate, share ideas, and engage in brainstorming. Finally, they may readily discuss and decide on any course of action for the future of their business. Meetings provide forums for reaching consensus, coordinating objectives, and effectively resolving problems. One significant mistake is when team members become easily distracted, which results in a lack of attention. Meetings can occasionally get disorganized, going off subject, or becoming preoccupied with unrelated topics. Take up a lot of time comes next. The defective meetings can frustrate attendees and reduce productivity by wasting their valuable time. The issue of attendance comes last. A number of team members may be unable to attend a meeting because of a personal or health issue, or they may be only a few. The effectiveness of the meeting may be impacted by irregular attendance, with some team members being disengaged or absent on a regular basis. To the suggestion and recommendation, the business might establish specific goals to keep thoughts on topic and relevant. The organization needs to set a clear goals and agenda for each meeting. The business should then decide how long it will take to accomplish the specific goals. Establish time limitations for agenda items to ensure that meetings are succinct and don't drag on needlessly. Apart from that, the organization ought to promote team members' involvement in all company-sponsored activities. Encourage everyone in attendance to share their perspective and thoughts during meetings in order to promote an environment of active involvement. Next, the business needs to make the most of its technological resources. They need to investigate software and solutions including project management software, interactive whiteboards, and video conferencing platforms that can improve meeting productivity. Monitoring activity strength, according to the information we were given, is the company have the booking ticket system which has the automation processing. Booking procedure automation can increase efficiency, decrease in errors, and streamline the operations. Next, processing the data analysis is made simple by the ticket booking system. In order to support data-driven decision-making and focus marketing initiative, the system has the capacity to gather insightful data in booking trends, consumer preferences, and sales methods. Issues with the ticket purchasing system is one of the main mistakes. Users may become irate and make fewer orders if they experience frequent system failures, crashes, or poor loading times. The restricted payment choices come next. A system that only takes a select few payment methods could turn off prospective users who would rather use other payment methods. In considering these suggestions and recommendations, the business should develop a system with a simplified user interface. For a smooth booking experience, identify interface elements that might be made simpler or better by conducting user testing and collecting feedback. The business should then improve the system stability. The business needs to make regular maintenance and upgrade investments to take care of technical problems and guarantee system stability. Finally, the system can be customized by the company to improve user experience and boost customer happiness. The business can include tools that enable customized promotions or recommendations based on user behavior and preferences.
So, for the preventive control, the advantage of this company, preventive control, is that they lessen the possibility of fines, penalties, or reputational harm by assisting in ensuring that the business complies with applicable laws, regulations, and internal policies. Furthermore, by preventing unauthorized access to or misuse of sensitive information, preventive measures assist the business in strengthening its overall security posture. However, the company's shortcoming is that it can be difficult to establish and maintain preventive measures for compliance. requiring cooperation across departments and adherence to numerous rules and guidelines. Furthermore, depending solely on preventive measures may give rise to a delusion of security, since a determined attacker will probably discover a way around them. Last but not least, preventive controls could not always work against novel threats or threats that are not fully recognized or covered by current controls. The business can work with groups and partners in the sector to exchange threat intelligence and best practices in order to strengthen the weaknesses. By doing this, the business must strengthen their total security posture and remain ahead of emerging threats. The business can then create security awareness program in which it can give staff members a quick rundown of security significance and how to defend against new threats. This may also assist the business in fostering a culture of security among its staff members. So, that is the recommendation for preventive control.
Effective control of this organization is to develop a system that can continuously watch the actions of its team members in order to prevent fraud. Maintaining data accuracy is one of these effective control benefits. Making good decisions is made possible by precise and up-to-date data on sales activity provided by a well-designed monitoring system. Can continue to track performance after then, widely tracking of sales success indicators, including revenue, the rate of conversion, and customer profiles is made possible by the system. The system complexity is one of its main weaknesses as a result of the detective control. Highly complicated systems can be difficult to set up and keep up, requiring a lot of resources and knowledge. The issues with data security comes last. If appropriate security measures are not put in place, storing sensitive sales data in the system presents security concerns including data breaches or unauthorized access. Due to the suggestions and recommendations, the business needs to make the system more user-friendly. To make the monitoring system easy to use for everyone involved, design it with an easy-to-use and user-friendly interface. The business must then strengthen the system security measures. To prevent unwanted access or security breaches, put strong security measures in place such as encryption, access controls, and frequent security audits. This will protect critical sales data.
Next, one of the company's strengths is that it can respond quickly in the event of fraud or computer misuse. It is important to act now rather than waiting until it becomes too late. In addition, to find the source of the problem, the organization uses root cause analysis, or RAC. On the other hand, the company has some weakness when implementing is the company have lacks of resources or experts to respond effectively. This may occur when there is insufficient IT security staff. Besides that, when occurring root analysis costs, there would be some errors due to human errors. This is because people who make the analysis and humans make mistakes. So, there might be mistakes while preparing the RAC. In order to overcome the weaknesses, the company will need to invest more in training and development. This is because when the company invests more, there will be lesser chance to be attacked. Next, to overcome human errors, the company will need to do peer reviews, which means that before concluding the analysis, the company would need to review the conclusions that are made. Lastly, for the conclusion, the statements provided and the analysis that were made offers valuable intuition to the Menara Tamisari and it proceeds toward the internal of control system. The statement states that how it is essential to make sure that the internal control system maintaining its reliability of data, correctness and maintaining its integrity. It illuminates that how important to protect the data from being breached, misused and so on. Okay, that's all. It is stated that internal control is an essential part of organizational governance and risk management due to its subsidiary to the state government. It includes a collection of guidelines, rules, and processes intended to protect resources, guarantee the integrity and dependability of financial reporting, encourage operational effectiveness, and abide with legal requirements. Organizations can improve overall operational performance, reduce risk, and discourage fraud by using strong internal control procedures. But it is critical to understand that the internal control should not be applied universally. Rather, it should be customized to the uniqueness, requirements, and dangers of every company. Internal control system must be continuously monitored, assessed, and adjusted in order to be successful in a constantly changing company environment. In the end, effective internal controls help the organization accomplish its goals and maintain stakeholder confidence.